Hey everyone. Just kind of showing you guys another set that I have here. This was Dok Ondar's shop of antiquities, I believe. This was something I thought was really cool at Galaxy's Edge. I made this set a few years ago, and it's been kind of a something that's been in my collection for a while. I printed this out, or I made this mainly just because I got like a whole bunch of random odd and end type stuff from Star Wars figures and just kind of random figures for quite some time. So I kind of went and put this together. I always thought that the Dok Ondar shop was pretty cool. I've been watching a lot of videos on it when Galaxy's Edge first opened. Um, so I kind of put together some of the stuff I thought was pretty neat, and kind of put my little spin on what I thought a diorama for it would be. And so again, the way I use this is just kind of a little modular like store front that I can just put in some of the weird uh, pieces that come with all of our action figures in, and kind of display it. Also ends up kind of being a multiverse of figures. Before we moved, I had a ton of just kind of Indiana Jones, Marvel, Alien, Star Wars, just a bunch of different stuff in it. It was just funny, and it's fun to kind of come up with like little narratives and stuff for these pieces. And so, kind of what I have going on now is stormtroopers looking for the droid, and they're not really sure which one they're looking for, but the First Order one's pretty certain on the orange um, R2 unit in the back. So anyway, I want to go through and kind of show you some of these pieces and just kind of talk about them. So I'll start off with this little display case up front that I got Darth Maul showing off a lightsaber. This is just a kind of a simple piece right here. And then I have a little, like, almost like a fish tank, which I was kind of using some of the fish in the back as a fish tank for a while. Also use like weapons and things, so it's just like a little display case essentially. So I got that, and then they just kind of fit together, or I could use them in a couple different ways. Whatever works best. So they're pretty fun. Nothing too crazy. I thought about putting some like shelves or something in the back, but I didn't want to go too crazy on that. And then we got Ondar's cash register. So this one, I do have an additional piece in Ondar's Den of Antiquities. There's a roll cage that's kind of covering the front, so I guess visitors don't touch him. I did model that. I have not printed that out yet, but it's just kind of a generic stand. Nothing really on the inside, but it's just big enough for him to sit there and argue with people about the prices of his wares. But if you don't have this figure, he is really cool. I got him from a friend back when this came out, because I wasn't able to go to Disney World, and he's just a nifty Ithorian. And yeah, he's neat. He's really cool. I love his little, I just love everything about him. He's got a cool attitude about him. And we'll move that. Take a look over here. So the back wall, it's actually a pretty modular little piece. These two pieces back here, because all the shelves are actually, you can kind of put them wherever you want. They slot into the back itself. See if I can do this. It's gonna drop something. Move that. So this one here got a couple of shelves. Each one of these I just kind of tacked in with a little bit of super glue, but you can see how I'm kind of fitting in like some Mezco 112, Rumble Society piranhas, a stun baton, a couple of droids, and then this little radio antenna piece for one of my other guys. And then I just put the droids up on top because, at this point, like, we've all probably got a ton of astromech droids, so I figure why not complete the collection and put them all up for here. And then this back here, I'll take these off. Got another one. Another fun thing that we keep getting is Grogu's. And so at this point, I've got multiple Grogu's in multiple scales. So I figure, I'm going to start picking them out of my collection and my boxes and just put together like a little Grogu collection. One of the little setups I had was Yoda was taking his quote-unquote grandchildren. I had like 4 or 5 of these things just crawling all over the store, and one of them had found the IG-88 or IG-11, whatever it is, the droid with it has like little mech cockpit, and so he was like crawling into there, and the Unzellans were like, waving their arms frantically at him. But anyway, so those little slots in the back are places for like the little pieces to kind of slot into, and it just kind of fit. I did super glue again just to kind of keep it a little bit more stable. But I mean, they're pretty simple little prints. Nothing crazy about them. You can kind of put them, whatever option you want. A little bit of detailing there. But yeah, I like them quite a bit. So it's a fun little set. I hope you guys like it. If you like this piece, it's up on my Patreon archive collection, and then I believe it's also on my CG Trader store.